For Cameron Patterson, a young British scholar who spent his childhood living and studying in China, nothing more vividly than trains attests to the rapid progress China has made over the past decade. Before the advent of high-speed rail and bullet trains, getting around such a vast country like China was never easy, recalled Patterson, a PhD candidate in space and planetary physics at Lancaster University.
So in terms of how much China has changed in the past few years since I was living there, which is all about trains, in China you'd have to take what they used to call green skin trains. You know, they're kind of wrapped in these sort of green carriages, much slower to sort of get around. It's fine to have a slowish train in the UK where you don't have that far to go, but when you're in a country as big as China, you really need faster trains to get around.
Patterson recalled that when his family relocated from Lianyungang in eastern China to Zhanjiang in southern China, the trip on the old type green skin train took them 1.5 excruciating days. Now with bullet trains and an unmatched high-speed rail network, travel has become much easier in China.
Moving from eastern China in Jiangsu province all the way down to Guangdong province in the south, it was a nightmarish journey of 35 hours in like a shaky little sleeper carriage. But I mean, now you could probably do it in maybe half a day or a few hours or something. You know, it's pretty ridiculous. The changes that the Gautier have brought to China is absolutely mental to think that what you can do with it.
Though his primary school mistress in his Cardiff hometown was shocked by the decision of Patterson's father, an English teacher, to whisk the boy away to China at the age of 8 in 2003, Patterson said few would doubt that decision changed his life in a big way.
And in every single city that I went to, my parents were adamant that they didn't want me to go to an international school, but they wanted me to go to just a regular Chinese school to be able to be in a class with other Chinese students and really immerse myself in the language and the culture. They thought of that as a good way to be able to pick up the language a lot faster.
With his bilingual skills and familiarity with the cultural nuances of China and Britain, Patterson has considered it his calling to deepen the understanding between the two peoples.
Of course, I would be very happy to act as a bridge between the UK and China culturally and you know, helping with cooperation. It's always been a big part of my life. I've always tried to engage myself in different activities where I can act as a sort of ambassador for the UK and China and friendly relations between our two countries.